So today I'm going to talk about the properties of nonlinear map. So in this lecture I will talk about only one property, that is the fixed point in the logistic map or the simple map, right? So for this, consider means to discuss the first property, that is the fixed point in a logistic map. So for this, consider a logistic map. In the logistic map is represented by xn plus 1 is equal to f of xn. So now a fixed point is a point for which xn plus 1 is equal to xn, and which is equal to maximum value of x, and it is a function of maximum value of. So this condition is satisfied by the fixed points, right? So, and what does it mean? It means that a fixed point is an equilibrium point point on a map. So consider a logistic map which we have considered in the earlier lecture. It is xn plus 1 is equal to mu xn and 1 minus xn. Let us call this as equation number 1. Now for a fixed point, we have considered that for a fixed point xn plus 1 must be equal to xn, which is equal to x star, or it is fx star. So if I put these values here, then what will happen? That x star must be equal to mu x star 1 minus x star, and this can also be written as mu x star minus x star minus mu x star square, and it is equal to 0, and let us call it as f of x. Let us call it as f of x, and let us call it as equation number A. We will need this equation in later on, right? So I will talk about it later on. So now this implies that this equation can be written as mu x star square minus mu x plus x star. This is equal to 0, and it is mu x star square minus mu minus 1 x star, it is equal to 0. Now dividing by mu, so if we divide by mu, then what we are getting, x star square minus mu minus 1 mu x star, and it is equal to 0. That's what we are getting. Let us call let us do one thing, means which can be written as like this. Let us take x star common, so it is x star minus mu minus 1 over mu, it is equal to 0. So what does it mean? If it is 0, that means that x star is equal to 0, or means either first factor will be 0 or second factor will be 0. X star mu minus 1 over mu is equal to 0. So from here what we are getting, that x star is equal to mu minus 1 over mu. So these are the two possible values. So let us denote 0 value by x dagger, and let us denote it by this. So that means now we are getting two values of x star. one value is x dagger and it corresponds to 0, and another value is x star and that is mu minus 1 over mu. This is just to differentiate these two values, otherwise no need to take x dagger, right? So these are the two values. So here the value x star is equal to mu minus 1 over mu or 1 minus 1 over mu. It corresponds to a stable population with an equilibrium between birth and death. Right, so this is the one part which we have completed here. So now we will check the stability of these points, right? So to check the stability of these points, we need to determine f prime x, and the f prime x which fx which we have taken from equation number 1, let me recall the equation. This is from equation number A, right? So if I use this, then fx is equal to it is mu x minus mu x square. This is the value of f of x which we are taking, right? So now we need to determine the derivative of it. So that means f prime x is equal to ddx of f of x, and let us put it value. So its value is mu x minus mu x square, and its derivative will be mu minus 2 mu x. That's what we are getting here. And for stability, the derivative of means mod of derivative of f of x must be less than 1. This is the stability criteria. So let us now consider our values which we have chosen. So now for x dagger is equal to 0, if we choose this value, and if we put this value in this equation, then what will happen? That mod of f of prime x dagger, it must be, because x is 0, x is, if we put x dagger is equal to 0 here in place of x, then it will be equal to mu, right? So mod of f prime x must be equal to mu. But if we keep in mind stability criteria, then f of prime x dagger, its mod must be less than 1. That means that mu is less than 1. So this is the condition for this, right? Now let us take another point under consideration. So if we take another point, means the another point which we have taken, x star is equal to 1 minus 1 over mu, and the condition is that f prime x mod, let us evaluate this, and this is equal to mu 1 minus 2 x, and its value will be this one, or let us call it as x star. So if you put its value, then it is mu 1 minus uh, 2 into 1 minus 1 over mu. It is equal to mu 1 minus 2 plus 2 over mu. So it is equal to mu 2 over mu minus 1, and it is equal to 2 minus mu. That's what we are getting. So it is f prime x mod, right? So if we keep in mind the stability criteria, so according to stability criteria, f prime x star, it must be less than 1. So what does it mean? It means that f prime x star either less than 1 or minus f prime x star, it must be less than 1. Because if mod is less than 1, then it means this one. So let us put their values. So it is 2 minus mu, it must be less than 1, and minus of 2 minus mu, it must be less than 1. So it means I can write down it as that minus mu is less than minus 1 or mu is greater than 1. Means this is one condition which we are getting, and from here it is minus 2 plus mu is less than 1. So it is mu is greater than, less than 3. So these are the conditions which we are getting. So let us summarize all these. To summarize, let us consider x dagger is equal to 0. For this stable point, mu is less than 1. This is the one condition. Whereas for x star is equal to 1 minus 1 over mu, we must have range of mu, that is 1 is less than mu and less than 3. So this is all about the stability criteria, right? So that's all for fixed points in the logistic maps.